What will you do if one day you went to handle some paperwork and they told you you couldn't? Because officially, you're dead. No joke, this actually happened to a man named Lal Bihari, but honestly, his name's a bit tricky. So let's just call him Lalo the Dead Guy. Lalo was a man from India, one of those guys who lives day by day, hustling whatever work comes his way. He worked as a weaver, making a living with his hands, living peacefully, not bothering anyone. The kind of guy who doesn't go looking for trouble, but trouble found him. One day, Lalo the Dead Guy went to take care of some government paperwork, and they told him, "Sorry, you can't. You died last year." Imagine that. You, breathing, walking, existing. The government, "Nope man, you're dead." And this is where things get dark. The person responsible wasn't a stranger. It wasn't a system error. It was his own uncle. Yeah, one of those relatives who argue over land during the holidays. But this guy thought, why argue when I can just erase him? Someone from his own family who had his eye on Lalo's land. But instead of settling things like family, he went to a government official, slipped him some money under the table, and erased him. Just like that. On paper, Lalo was dead. To the government, he no longer existed. All to take his land. From one day to the next, Lalo the Dead Guy stopped existing. He couldn't vote. He couldn't have an ID. He couldn't do anything. Legally, he was a ghost. And this is where it gets wild. To prove he was alive, he tried the most logical thing in the world, getting himself arrested. Yeah, Lalo causing trouble, hoping the police would detain him, and the police were like, "We can't arrest you, you're dead." Then he tried something even more extreme. He kidnapped his own cousin, hoping someone would report him, and still nothing. His family said nothing because they would lose the land. But here's a part nobody expected. He wasn't the only one. He discovers there are many like him, people whose own families had killed them on paper just to steal their land. So Lalo gets together with all these people and forms an association. Basically, a club of the living dead. People fighting to prove that they're alive. And after almost 20 years? Yeah, 20. A judge finally says, okay, yeah, he's alive. Thanks for nothing. Lalo the Dead Guy got his identity back, but he didn't stop there. He continues helping others come back to life legally. And because of this work, he received an international award, basically for how absurd his story was. So next time your family starts getting intense at Christmas fighting over land, just remember there are worse cases like Lalo's. Write Lalo the Dead Guy in the comments if you didn't know this story. And don't forget to follow us for more stories that don't seem real, but come straight from Third World Files.